making the work is kind of like, and using the staff, I really like, I make sure my things are there. And I feel my mind becomes completely at ease when I know I'm ready to start working. I don't think about anything. And as you can tell, I have a pretty busy thought process. But in that time, I think of like nothing.
You have a piece behind you.
Right,
Can you talk about what like I'm not sure if this was
right.
goes into it, but the style, what inspired a piece like this?
Uh, well, first and foremost, the this work and this body of work that I'm working on now, it's all like made with a squeegee. It's actually this thing right here to the left actually, and it's this long rod, and that's how I'm pulling this paint. So within that practice, pulling the paint, it seems kind of simple, but it's actually like between me, this metal, and the canvas. So there's this whole like thing that one can't work without the other. And you build on these techniques. And that's kind of what I'm doing with this work is like taking something really simple and using it in a way that maybe only I've used it. Kind of like having my own technique. But at the same time, when you see these streaks, it's about the pull. It's like it's the same thing as like sand, in meditative sand traps where people do designs in sand to ease their, and it's like about pressure, it's about breathing. It's very, very therapeutic on the same line of meditating. So for me, that's what they are. And I learned to like execute this where I want them. Nothing is ever really just by chance as much as I wanted to make abstract work that wasn't so like you just did it and it was just whatever happened, you kind of, it just was how it was. I wanted to make sure that everything that I did was because I wanted to. Um, and a lot of it in my work is really alike with this one is color theory. I'm very big in the color study, and I believe that each color holds emotion. So then for me as the artist is to put colors together that relay an emotion that I'm feeling at that time. So you can see in each one of my works really how I felt with the palette. So again, it's like if you go to the magic shop, right, in Chinatown, and you can have your aura photo taken. They have the special cameras that take a photo of you. That when you get them, they'll have auras around them, color aura. So they'll take you and tell you what the aura is that you're radiating, that they can see only through this camera. So that's kind of the same thing with my work with the color is like it's just an aura, it's a time, it's an emotion, it's a way that I felt during the time. So with all those things combined, that's kind of how I've gotten to here. And a lot of layering. So a lot of the layering it has to fully dry before I'm able to apply the next thing. So then that also brings me back to like textiles and printing. It's like you print screen printing. If you do a t-shirt, it's got to go on one color dried, another color on top dry. So that's like a that really drives the work is this layered thing, just stacking layers and layers and layers and just saving little things from the layer before. And so they become almost like portals, in a sense where you could feel like you could almost just walk through them. And for me, it comes back to my coma state, just like walking through different worlds of that I'm living in. Because in quantum, we believe that you're living several different lives all simultaneous.
Like different
Different
dimensions.
different dimensions, right?
Correct.
Exactly. So it's like you walk through there, then I am in a whole nother world. So it's for that is that to me because making the work is kind of like and using the staff, I really like I make sure my things are there and I feel my mind becomes completely at ease when I know I'm ready to start working. I don't think about anything. And as you can tell, I have a pretty busy thought process. But in that time, I think of like nothing. I just focus on my breathing and I'm meditating. I'm literally like almost astral projecting myself outside of myself to make the work.